So you go through boot camp. At that time, I assume that. So what year was this?
This was 2015.
Okay. So I mean, at that point, you've got like the Buds prep is pretty well in full swing, right? Or what was did you go through boot camp with all SEAL candidates?
Yeah, it was SEAL candidates and SWIC guys.
Okay.
And then we finished out. That was 8 weeks, and then we did 8 weeks of pre-buds.
Yeah.
In Great Lakes. Yeah.
How was that coming from a pretty training heavy childhood and late teens, early adult years? Was that experience at all a challenge for you, or was it pretty easy training wise?
It was very hard because I didn't know how to swim. So my best friend from high school, he taught me how to do the side stroke. So I had to learn how to swim before, and I was a terrible runner. When I was doing the PhD, the physical standard test to get a spec war contract, I failed my my run before I left for the Navy. 1 week before I shipped out.
Oh shit!
So I had to go to San Diego and take it again 3 days before I went.
Wow! And just made it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the 8 weeks Buds prep is a challenge. You end up showing up at Buds, and you were in class 319.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I saw you posted on I think it was Instagram a picture of your helmet saying 319, and you said it felt like a lifetime ago. I look at my helmet. And it's over 100 classes, as you can see, before you. Is like, well, is that two full lifetimes for me? Yeah. One thing that's kind of neat, so I still have, I'll show the viewers, the piece of tape with my fucking last name from Buds is still in there, as well as the knot tying line. I don't know, were they still using the same kind of line? Yeah.
Same one, yep.
Yeah, so kind of a neat tidbit of history, but the shit's falling apart, like just messing with the helmet. It's like... dropping dust, like it's disintegrating in my hands. But so you joined class 319. Did Buds go about like you expected, or were there any huge surprises that you were like, holy shit, I didn't know it was going to be like this?
I didn't have too many expectations. I didn't really research and look at videos or ask questions about schedule because it didn't matter to me. I was already willing to die, so I didn't give a fuck about what the training was. But what was surprising to me was class 318. I talk about willing to die, and a SEAL candidate, Daniel Diabanco, was in 318. He quit during Hell Week and took an Uber downtown to San Diego and took the Marriott hotel to the top floor and jumped off, killed himself.
Right afterwards?
Right before I classed up.
I mean, right after he quit?
Yeah.
Wow.
So when you talk about surprising me, I was like, fuck, we're getting into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where were you at in training when that happened? Like, were you in Buds prep?
I was in Buds prep.
Yeah.
Or I was in basic orientation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Was that something that like news traveled fast and you guys all heard about it?
Yeah, right away.
Did you guys talk about it?
We did, but I was so compartmentalized in my emotions. Before I left for the Navy, I cut off all relationships to women. My family, my friends, they all came second priority. And it sounds selfish, but my goal was to protect them, and I needed to be all in and detach myself. I deleted my social media. I was all the way in. So when he died, in a sad way, I just compartmentalized in my brain, and I said I could deal with that later.
Yeah. So as you show up, from a training perspective, was the training about like, I know you said you didn't have any expectations, but I guess, were you surprised by anything? Did some things seem harder, or did anything seem harder? Did anything seem easier than what you thought?
It was all fucking tremendously horrible. There was nothing that was easy. There was things that I struggled with everything, like everyone, but there was a few key training evolutions that were the hardest.
Exceptionally brutal.
Yeah.
Can you talk about those?
The second week of first phase, we were doing evolution called the Beehive. So for the viewers, you're wearing combat boots, full getup, and a charged mask filled with water. And I had a deviated septum because I broke my nose during MMA, so I couldn't keep the water from being discharged from my. I couldn't hold it in, so I was just gargling and drowning. And the instructors saw that I was struggling, and they gave me a little extra love.
Yeah.
And I was starting to drown, I shit my pants right before that. As I was drowning, like I'd said before, I had this out-of-body experience where this person brought me to this death's door of death, opened the door, and he said, "Hey, brother, you were talking about this before you left. You just said you were willing to die. Go inside the door or quit." And I basically said that to him.
Yeah.
Said, "Fuck you." And I took a step inside the door, and I woke up on the side of the pool deck and drowned.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So it was, kind of a bit of an out-of-body kind of thing?
It was crazy to think about. I've done psychedelics and stuff, but that was an out-of-body experience.
Yeah, man, that's a trip. Exact same door and Grim Reaper and all that, like the exact same as the time that it happened before?
It was literally exactly the same thing.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Did you mess with psychedelics or any drugs in high school growing up at all?
Nothing. I didn't have my first beer until end of high school, the last day of graduation.
Yeah.
Didn't do any drugs or barely drank a little bit. But
Yeah.
that's it. Yeah.
All right, so back to Buds. From that point on, that was after Hell Week, right?
No, this was the second week of first phase.
Fuck, they're doing the Beehive at that point? Oh, okay. I guess I'm getting it confused with second phase, but I don't know. They've changed a lot of things since I've been through in terms of when they do certain things. But anyway, so that's before Hell Week. The as you're going through Hell Week and the 2 weeks in between the Beehive out of body drowning experience and Hell Week, any other kind of instances of note?
Yeah. So my teammate at the time, James Derek Lovelace, I woke up on the side of the pool and drowned. The instructors were like, "Hey, can I cuss on this podcast?"
Oh yeah, it's game on.
The instructor was like, "Hey, motherfucker, go back in the pool or quit." And I said, "I'm going back in." Took a step up. As I jumped into the pool, he said, "I'll stop." All the instructors were screaming, everybody out of the pool. And I was like, "We're done already? What happened?" I looked to my left on the side of the pool deck, and James Derek Lovelace was unconscious and he was getting CPR. And he ended up drowning like 30 seconds after me. And he ended up passing away on the pool deck.
Wow. Guys, as you know, I work with a number of different products. One that's easily the most near and dear to my heart from a cause standpoint and a personal relation standpoint is Bubs Naturals. The hat on the coffee table sitting right in front of me belonged to Glenn Doherty. It was a John Deere hat that I gave him. He had it when he tragically passed in Benghazi. And I was fortunate enough to get it back from one of the co-owners of Buds. He sent it back to me to be able to keep. Bubs Naturals is a tribute to Glenn. He was he's kind of that guy that was everybody's best friend. I met several people that considered him his best friend, and he was a guy that was impossible not to like and just, caused happy waves that rippled through every community he was ever a part of. His nickname was Bub, and that's where Bubs Naturals comes from. But it's a lifestyle brand. It's inspired by Glenn. They give a ton to charity. They've donated over $200,000 to charitable causes since their inception in 2018. On Veterans Day, 100% of the proceeds go to the Glenn Doherty Memorial Foundation, which does phenomenal work helping active duty and children of lost active duty members go to college or scholarships that they've donated a ton, and they also are heavy into the recreation space of helping people do that, because that's what Bub was all about. They have collagen peptides, which I put into my morning routine every single morning, as well as the functional creamer / MCT oil that goes into it as well. They have hydrate or die electrolyte drink mixes, which are great for pre-workout, during workout, and post-workout to get all the added sodium, potassium, magnesium, etc. that's required when you deplete it. And they now have Bubs Brew, which is a specialty organic coffee that is also very, very good. It's USDA organic, fair trade. It's Whole30 approved, which is the first time that's happened. It's free of yeast, mold, and aflatoxins. Small lot roasted, guaranteed fresh, and it tastes great. Biggest thing is Bubs is a family company. the way that they started is, again, super close to my heart, with him being one of my closest friends for a long time. And I just can't say enough good things about that company, of the product that they put out, why they started, what they give back to veteran communities and the Glenn Doherty Memorial Foundation. And I encourage you to go to bubs.com, and now there's a landing page specifically for Mic Drop listeners. Just enter the code Mike, M-I-K-E, all caps, and you get 20% off your first purchase at bubsnaturals.com. So that's www.bubsnaturals.com/Mike. And you can check out the Mic Drop landing page and go support an amazing cause. As you guys know, sleep is a huge component to recovery and really all aspects in life, and it's something that a lot of us have struggled with, for a lot of our lives, frankly. As you know, I've been a big proponent of Beam, which is a hot cocoa that you drink before you go to sleep, and it's helped tremendously in terms of hours of sleep maintained, as well as the quality of sleep. Today, my listeners get a special discount on Beam's Dream Powder, which is their science-backed hot cocoa for sleep, and it's got no added sugar. Better sleep has never tasted better. As you know, other sleep aids can cause next-day grogginess and just make you feel crappy, but Dream contains a powerful all-natural blend of reishi, magnesium, L-theanine, and apigenin, also melatonin, to help you fall asleep, stay asleep, and wake up feeling refreshed. If you want to try Beam's best-selling Dream Powder, get up to 40% off for a limited time when you go to shopbeam.com/MicDrop, all caps, all one word, and use code MicDrop, all one word, all caps, at checkout. That's shopbeam.com/MicDrop and use code MicDrop for up to 40% off. I don't remember hearing about that. Was it the exact same scenario basically as how you drowned?
Yeah, so they were basically cuddling us all together. They weren't drowning us, but we were pulling each other down, and they were giving us a tough time. But yeah, the same evolution.
Yeah.
Passed away. So 318, the guy killed himself. 319, we got lost a guy in training.
Yeah. How did that impact you guys in training at that point? Like, was it something that you guys talked much about, or was it compartmentalized? Was it a, hey, shit happens, and sometimes, this is dangerous business. Sometimes these things happen and we have to move on? Or what was the mentality?
We walked to his, put dress blues on, walked across the street to the dry side, went to his funeral, came back, and it was just game on from there. Nothing, the training wasn't easier. If anything, it was harder the next day. They woke us up earlier and made sure we weren't being pussies and being like, hey, shit happens. This is training. Sometimes people die, unfortunately.
Yeah. How, where was your head at? Was it something that rattled you or made you feel any different, or was it the opposite? What were you thinking?
It was similar to when Daniel Diabanco killed himself. I just compartmentalized that, and I said, I need to be focused on training. I can't have any emotions toward this right now.
Yeah. Hell Week. Any surprises, anything of note during Hell Week?
There's one funny point that stood out. We were getting ready to go to Hell Week, and then before we started, we were just waiting in the room. We had one dude ring out before Hell Week even broke out.
Really?
And I'm like, we haven't even started yet.
Yeah.
And just he was thinking too far ahead, I think, about the training. Hell Week was way harder than I thought. It made me think about what the human body is capable of and how much torment it could go through.
Yeah.
I was like, this is incredible on what the body and mind can withstand.
Yeah. Were there any moments for you where you seriously considered quitting during Hell Week?
It never crossed my mind.
Yeah.
It honestly didn't. It was all really, really hard. I remember running with boats on heads during base tour, which is the second day, so we were up for 2 days. And there was just Marine Raider in my boat crew, fucking stud of a dude, just for like, this guy's gonna fucking crush it. We were doing boats on heads, and I remember him screaming at the top of his lungs, "This is the worst selection course I've ever been to." And then he left the boat, and I was like, everyone started laughing, like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
So there was a nice little comedy moment that helped us get through.
And he quit?
Yeah, he's bounced. I never saw him
shit.
again. Yeah.
Damn. Fucking Marine Raider quit, huh?
Yeah.
all the Marines that I've ever had on here that talk shit. There's one strike now that they're all good dudes, but man, that's fucking wild. We had a 35-year-old force recon guy when I was because I was 18 when I was in training, and he was a same kind of thing. It was a total fucking stud of a dude. He made it and did well in the community for years, but once I turned 35 and I was like, how the fuck did that dude do that training at this age? Like, there's zero chance I could have done it at 35. But
we actually had a 35 and 2 35-year-olds with waivers made it through.
No shit.
Yeah, my good friends. One of them's out. Actually, they're both out now, but they both made it through. I'm
Wow.
like,
Damn,
how the hell
that's
is your
wild.
body?
Yeah.
If I could backtrack just a tad, the week before Hell Week, I had VEG, which is a viral gastro infection. Basically, you're vomiting, shitting your pants. And there was like 10 of us who had it. So everyone had a VEG in the same boat crew. Be mindful for the viewers, everybody in the same boat crew is relatively the same height. So you're carrying the boat equal weight. We had this dude who was 6'5". I'm 5'11". And then we had the shortest guy in the class, 4'11".
Holy fuck.
So we were just like running heads like, this is absurd. I'm carrying no weight. I'm trying to go on my tippy toes. And so that was another laughter moment that we're like, this is so ridiculously hard.
You guys had a guy that was 4'11"?
Yeah.
Did he make it through?
He made it to third phase and he got dropped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, 4'11". I don't know how you could be a SEAL at that short of a height. I mean, that's a height waiver, right?
They basically said you're too fucking
Yeah, you're
short.
just too fucking short.
He also wasn't super aggressive.
Yeah.
So like, you're short and you're not aggressive. He basically are done. Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's fucking gnarly. Through the rest of Bud's training, were there any standout moments that you recall?
Also in first phase, we were doing the underwater 50-meter swim. And so basically, for the viewers, it basically looks like you jump in and you swim to the end and come back. What they don't show you is you're doing like burpees, push-ups, and they get you super fatigued on the pool deck, and then they say, go inside now. So you're already winded. I go in, do the front flip, start swimming, touch the wall. As I'm coming back, I had drowned again and woke up on the side of the pool and had to retake the test 5 days later and ended up passing it.
Fucking two shallow water blackouts, huh?
Good times.
Were there any visions on that one or nothing?
That one, no. I just was basically, as I touched the wall and came back, I was like, there's no way I have enough oxygen. And I just saw blackness and then boom, lights out.
Yeah, that's bad shit. I am curious, do you remember how many students you started with in Hell Week and how many finished?
So we started pre-buds or a basic orientation with 220. We started first phase with 209, finished Hell Week with 50 or 49. And then we finished second phase. We lost like 60% of our class into second phase.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
All during pool comp?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Was it mostly the actual pool comp stuff, or was it some treading, what did most students drop from in second phase?
We lost a couple from treading with the scuba tanks, and then we lost a lot from OC8, OC6, the pool competency ones.
Yeah.
And then a few with like runs and swims, but we lost a lot of our class second phase.
So you go into third phase with like 35, 40 students?
Yeah, I think it was less, and then we classed up with a little bit more, and now we were in third phase with like 35, 40.
Okay. And did all of those students graduate?
One dude failed pistol, the shooting, and then maybe a couple for pure evals.
Yeah.
And then, we finished SQT with 9 originals.
Oh, okay. Wow. Graduating buds, in terms of moments in your life that are impactful, where would you rank that in terms of what you're proud of?
Probably up there to the most.
Yeah.
I was like, I was proud of myself, but I don't pat myself on the back. I was more excited to be part of a brotherhood and just like honoring the dudes who went before me. So I wasn't like, look at me, I did this shit. Because I didn't want to be a SEAL to get a trident. I didn't give a fuck about the status. I was here to be a protector at the highest level.
Yeah.
So that's what I was most excited about to do.
Yeah. You go through jump school and SQT. Any impactful moments in either of those?
SQT was great. I didn't struggle with too much. Was really good at CQC naturally, which was nice.
Any reason for that, or just came to you easy?
I'm not sure. I think I played a lot of video games growing up. I was really good with dexterity and fast twitch movements. And after Buds, I was able to keep my emotions at a neutral level, regardless of what people said or did to me. And CQC is all about going into a room, processing what you see, what are the priorities, and doing them in order. So I didn't let instructors screaming and yelling at me affect my decision making.
Yeah.
I think that's why I was good at it.
Yeah. Jump school wise, did you go to Brownfield and do free fall and all that as the package deal? You didn't go to Benning, right?
No, we went to Skydive San Diego and Brownfield.
Yeah. Was jumping out of planes anything that was a struggle for you, or was it just kind of whatever?
I loved it.
Yeah.
It was so freeing because in my mind is always being tormented by thoughts and, goals, dreams. And if it's just for a brief moment of time where you jump out of a plane where you're not thinking about anything.
Yeah.
Like, I got to pull my chute, look out for my boys, get in the stack, and land safely.
To me, jiu-jitsu is very similar that way. Like it's an active physical meditation.
Exactly. Yeah.
Riding motorcycles is very much that way too. Is that it's a lot more physical than I think people who don't ride realize. But it's also that like you can't be really focused on anything else. I mean, if you're riding a Harley and just motoring around town and music going, whatever, that's different. But if you're on, a sport bike or something that's more of a performance machine in that regard, it's very much that same way. You have ridden a motorcycle or not really?
I've never, but hopefully today's the day.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if we can get you on one and see how it goes. For the Patreon members, I'll just throw this in there if you're watching or listening. We're gonna do some rolling afterwards. We may go out to the dog kennel and we may do some motorcycle shenanigans. That'll all be on the Patreon channel if you want to check that out. But all right, so as you go through both all of your air ops training and SQT, you finish all that, and your first duty station is SEAL Team 7, correct?
Yeah. So I got over SEAL Team 7. My platoon was still deployed at the time. So I checked in September, and they sent me to comm school, JTAC school, and then they got back from deployment, and then my chief asked me if I wanted to augment with Team 3 in 2017.
Okay. So that deployment actually came first. Actually, I wanted to take one step back. You said Mike was one of your third phase instructors. Is that right?
Yeah, Mike O'Dowd. He was a hammer.
So I'm curious. Like he was talking about combatives with, like he would fight the students basically. Did you square off with him?
I did. It was awesome because he's like hyper aggressive, but it's such a phenomenal instructor. And he saw a lack in combatives in the community. So he started like the combatives phase and third phase. And so we would wake up at 5 a.m. and basically we would do like 2-on-1 scenarios, like just everyone beating the dog shit out of each other. One dude broke his leg in half and got sent back to the island. But me and Mike scrapped. He didn't know me at the time, but I was getting some good scraps.
Yeah. Did you get the better of him at all?
Honestly, I don't remember the time. I gave him a good scrap, but I can't say I got the better of him.
Yeah, because he mentioned there was one student in particular that basically kicked his ass. Do you remember who that was?
Yeah, I probably. I'm not gonna say his name because he's still in, but yeah, he was a beast wrestler.
Yeah,
and just a monster. Yeah, so
that's fucking classic, man. All right. So anyway, so the first deployment you do is actually an augment with SEAL Team 3. How long? You basically just checked into Team 7, right? Mm-hmm. And they say, "Hey, your dudes are gone. Do you want to jump in with Team 3 and go be a new guy, be an extra new guy?" How did that go?
I couldn't say yes faster. He's like, "You want to go to Iraq for 3 months?" I'm like, "Yes, send me." So I already had comms and JTAC, so I was going to be a JTAC for Team 3. Went to Iraq, and then we went to the Haditha Dam. So I was with the platoon and outstation, which is really cool. No headset or nothing. There was 10 Marines that were guarding the base, and then I was with the SEAL platoon. And it was cool. I was very humble to be there. I was very quiet. Like, I'm just intervening these boys' platoon. I'm not part of the platoon. I'm just going to shut the fuck up and provide value wherever I can.
Yeah. How was that? I mean, it was a 3-month gig, but how were they in terms of being receptive to you?
They were super nice. A little standoffish at first. They had a jiu-jitsu gym out there, and they invited me to train. I was like, fuck yeah. So we were training. I think that's how we collaborated and started to get to know each other. And it was one of the dude's birthdays. And all the platoons living in the house, they took over. Me and my medic, new guy buddy that was with me, were living in the tents. They were fucking around with us. They would like unplug the air thing so that they collapsed while we were sleeping. So I was like, cool. At least they, if they're fucking with us, they like us.
Yeah.
So it was some dude's birthday, and then they were doing new guy stuff for the guy's birthday, and they invited us in to join us. I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
They don't mind us being there.
I guess from a jiu-jitsu standpoint, had you been training much at that point?
I hadn't been training much. Actually, that was like my first introduction to really training jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
But I was just open to learning with them. There was some purple belts and blue belts there.
Yeah.
I was given a good scrap and just taking all the knowledge I could from them.
Yeah.